Ah yes, the Wii U, everyone's favorite worst console. The Wii U's release started a dark age for Nintendo, and I think it would be really cool to go back through the console's history and see where Nintendo went wrong. Immediately following the release of the Wii, rumors of a new Nintendo console were floating around. At the time, hardcore Nintendo fans were upset at Nintendo for catering to more casual fans than satisfying their core audience. Nintendo recognized these issues and started developing on the Wii U. With the Wii U, Nintendo wanted to appeal to casual gamers as well as satisfying the core fans. Rumors of a new console wouldn't start to spike until 2010 though, as speculation of a new revision of the Wii, named the Wii HD, started floating around. The Wii HD was rumored to have Blu-ray support and HD visuals. You know, as the name says. These rumors were later shut down by former Nintendo president Satoru Iwata, who said that putting out an HD revision of the Wii wouldn't make sense, and that HD would make more sense on a successor to the console. Rumors of a new console were also shut down that year by former Nintendo of America president Reggie Fils-Aimé, who said in a press interview that he was confident that the Wii had a very long life in front of it, and that a successor would not release in the near future. And not much else was talked about the Wii U until April 22nd, 2011, when Nintendo announced that the Wii's successor was to be released in 2012, with the system being demoed at that year's E3. The announcement received mixed reviews, with some people praising the Wii U gamepad's controller's creative design, and some people not knowing that the Wii U was actually the new console, and instead thinking it was an accessory for the Wii. At that same showing, Nintendo showed multiple tech demos and shared playable demos, such as New Super Mario Bros. U and a mysterious tech demo for a new Zelda game. As speculation went wild, Nintendo had steadily released information about the new console. The Wii U was confirmed to be backwards compatible with Wii games, and a new model for an online network was shared named the Nintendo Network. On September 13th, 2012, the release date for the new console was shared, with it being released on November 18th, 2012 in North America, November 30th in both Europe and Australia, and finally on December 8th, 2012 in Japan. And the Wii U released on those days to not so positive reviews, with some people not liking how bulky the controller was, or just not liking the console in general. There also really wasn't any reason to buy the console at launch, as there were no first-party titles that anybody wanted. The only first-party title games that were out were Nintendo Land and New Super Mario Bros. U. And nobody wants a new Super game, and nobody knew what Nintendo Land was about. But thank God that FIFA 13 made it onto the launch title list, as I don't know what I would do without it. This started a dark age for Nintendo, as purchases for the Wii U were not what Nintendo expected. Then later in 2013, Nintendo's competitors Sony and Microsoft released their next-gen consoles, the PS4 and Xbox One, having people leave Nintendo and go to one of their competitors. Rumors circulated at this time around the future of Nintendo, as some people thought Nintendo was going to go bankrupt over this. Nintendo's financial loss got so bad that their former president Satoru Iwata actually took a pay cut as to not have to lay off any employees. Now, what are my thoughts on the Wii U? Ha! Being filtered with nostalgia glasses by this console, do not take anything I say seriously. I love this console. See, I told you not to take me seriously. The games were amazing, the UI was great, the features like Miiverse and Virtual Console gave the system an identity. And the controller is to this day one of my favorite controllers ever. The bulkiness of it sat very comfortably in my hands with big bold buttons and comfortable shoulder buttons. But no console is complete without the games, and you know me, I love to play games. So what did I think of the games? The first party games for the most part were great. Super Mario 3D World, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Splatoon, and Mario Kart 8, along with remakes such as The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. These games rocked, whether it be the improvements to the remake, such as in Wind Waker, how it used the gamepad to display your items and maps so going into the menus didn't halt gameplay, or Nintendo's newest IP since Pikmin debuted on the system, named Splatoon. The originality and improvements to these games were some of the best I have played to this day. But again, there are bad games. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, Star Fox Zero, and New Super Mario Bros. U, just to name a few. These games were so bad, I could not find the strength to complete them or play them again after my first playthrough. The system was also bogged down by the lack of third-party support. But again, you're not buying a Nintendo console to play Dead by Daylight, so I didn't really find any problem with this. And that's my take on the Wii U. While not super comprehensive, I gave my opinions on what I experienced with the console. I know I didn't touch on Virtual Console that much, and that's because I didn't play the Wii U Virtual Console. All I know is that I'm having fun playing FIFA 13 on my Wii U.